There we go. Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly than play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. But I'll be true to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Oh, flying spaghetti monster, we do look upon you today. We see that you have kept it warm for us, even though it is quite late in the year. We ask you to watch us, over us, and bless us with your noodly and warm sauce. We say these things in the name of truth and love, Amen. Alright, that was our opening hymn and invocation. I would like to invite anybody who would like to approach at any point they feel comfortable and partake of the Holy Sacrament of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, which I have right here. I'm a real Pastafarian, a real Minestrone. I have my credentials upon me if you would like to see them. I can help you become a member of the fastest growing religion in this country, the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, the cult of the Pastafarians. Perhaps you know some friends or family members who believe in the Flying Spaghetti Monster, have talked about him. Maybe they've hinted a little bit about it, trying to be polite. Around the table, Thanksgiving table, you might hear some things from a Pastafarian. You might be wanting to know what those are. Well, I am the person you can come to ask what it does mean to be Pastafarian, what Pastafarianism is, and what it isn't. That's why I do like to come out here in the public space every once in a while and preach a little bit about my God and how He is the only way that we can overcome the sicknesses and the ills that the world is facing right now. Right now, what we have is a problem with sin. Sin is a real thing. It's when you choose to act in a manner that will bring error into your life. That is a sin. And unfortunately, the only way around sin is to educate people on what sin is. And you people seem to have no idea what sin is. So here I am trying to explain it to you. Basically, if you think of another person as an object, you're going to treat them poorly. So avoid it. Anything that helps you dehumanize another person is a sin. It might make your life easier, it might make your problems, some of your problems seem to go away, but it's a sin. If there was a group of people who lived in the forest and their neighbours lived in a city, they lived about a mile away from these people who lived in a city, and these people in the forest didn't have things like shoes or shirts or pants or meals every day, and the people in the city did. And then one of the people in the forest went out to the city and learned something. He learned that the people in the forest were keeping themselves in a box. They were keeping themselves down. It would then be a sin for that person who grew up in the forest and knew better to not help his brothers and sisters escape the forest. Wouldn't it? Well, here is the truth. For a very long time, I believed in something that was not reality. And because the reality I believed in did not match the one that we lived in, I could not help but make mistakes and errors. It was impossible to not make huge, incredible mistakes, because the world that I believed in was not the world that we lived in. I lived in a fantasy world where genies existed, where elves existed. I believed that this world was not how it looked, because it looked like it was billions of years old, but I already knew that wasn't true. And I looked at the entire world through this fictional lens, and I made mistakes, real mistakes that I regret. But it's more than that. It's the reality that you cannot get out of this life what you want unless you understand reality. The more you understand reality, the better the decisions that you will make will be, for they will be based on truth. I want to believe things that are true, and I want to disbelieve things that are false. I have found myself outside of the box that you were all in. I can see you choosing to stay in the box. And I blamed you for that, and I was angry at you for that. But now I realize it is, of course, my fault. I am the one who can see and hear what Flying Spaghetti Monster wants for us. And you people seem not to be able to even recognize when you sin. If you are a father, you owe something to your children. I don't know what it is, you can figure that out yourself. You owe some. For you decided that against the will of your child, they will be. And you are responsible for that. And you owe them. Yet, how many of your moments do you feel justified selling? Selling away from your children for money? How many hours a week is appropriate in this society? Isn't 40 the minimum? Whose moments are those that you are selling? Did you not promise those to your spouse? Is capitalism the largest commitment that we make in this society? Shit.